What's going on, guys? It's me, NJT, but you can call me again. That's right, we're back. We're playing some more Danganronpa. Happy Havoc. And that's right, we're up to the class trial, so we're gonna be figuring out who killed Sakura. It's definitely Byakuya. I reckon Byakuya did it. Alright, here we go, Hina. We're gonna fight Hina. I don't want to do this, but I have to. I'm sorry, Hina. But
You're
if you don't believe me,
what are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong.
I don't want to do this.
I did it.
Hina, I did.
Stop talking.
Why do you so badly?
Wrong. You're wrong.
Why do you want us to believe it was you?
You're
Hina,
wrong.
please.
I hate you.
Hina, please. I don't want to do this, mate. I don't want to hurt you.
What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong.
Hina, please.
I did it. Stop talking. You're a liar. Wrong. You're wrong.
Ow.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Oh no.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
I'm sorry, Hina. I didn't want to do it to you.
Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did.
Why do you
The
believe it
same
was
yellow
you?
powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
I don't want you to die, Hina. Please don't do this.
That
don't
powder
make it
what?
hard on yourself. I don't want
So
you
the
to
powder
die,
we found
Hina.
on
You're
Sakura.
my baby.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it at a witch's house she was able to, but the powder still got scattered around. And some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me!
No, Hina! Stop!
Because I killed her!
Why do you say that you did
didn't
it?
kill her.
It's Byakuya. Where is he? There you are, you piece of crap. It was you. What?
Shoot!
What? It's not him? Toko? No? Hero then? What?
Shoot!
Who is it then? Kyoko?
Shoot!
What? Then do I have to pick Hina? Hina, I'm sorry. What?
Shoot!
What if I pick myself?
Shoot!
Sakura? Do I pick Sakura?
Here's my answer!
Okay, I don't know, that was very unusual.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
So then there's no blackens. What?
The killer was Sakura? Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
So there's
Sakura
no
went and
blackens.
got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life.
Why?
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, Someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison,
That's when you picked up the... I was too shocked to notice anything.
and the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Hina didn't want to tell everyone that Sakura did it herself.
You said you were going to go
So she
get
was gonna
everyone
kill
else,
us all then.
but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers. Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I still can't believe Sakura did it.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I
she
know
should've.
never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions as long as you could disguise the truth. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison.
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her!
Oh, you
That's
didn't.
enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not!
It is. Actually, no. We have to end this properly.
We have to put it all together. Alright, there we go. Still can't believe Sakura killed it herself.
Asked a number of people to meet her
Probably
in
got
the
this one
restaurant.
wrong. Oh no, got it right.
Specifically, those people. But one of them headed out. She got there once.
Oh, damn it, I knew that was wrong. Okay, I need to change that to this.
Here's exactly what happened. But once.
What? Alright, never mind then. I don't know.
Without thinking, thinking he killed her.
Then you read
He
Toko,
took a knife to
yeah?
that end.
Good, I'm doing well.
Toko.
I hope I don't mess anything
But
else
of
up.
course, Toko. She
Then
jumped
she
out of
put
the
it
water.
in the magazine. Okay, good, I'm
But
going
in no
well.
rush, she put the magazine. Soon after, she also saw the. This caught when she woke back and she.
Oh, yes, nice. Then she drank the thing. And then she died. She committed suicide. Oh no. Come on, man. Oh, I'd be surprised if I got this wrong. Yeah, there we go. Got it right. Nice, and that's it. That's a wrap. Poor Hina.
It was you, Hina.
Wait, what?
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura
I'm so
took her own
sorry.
life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Why is What's wrong with Byakuya?
I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams.
I still don't understand why Byakuya's so worried, because like, what's wrong with him?
See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
I thought Byakuya killed her because he was acting so strange. A B A B A B A. Not bad. I still need to spend my coins. I'm gonna spend them today.
Okay,
Not on
okay.
camera, though. I'll do it off
I think
camera.
we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? Well, whatever. You don't really have. Maybe you don't want to. So, will you make the right choice? What's it gonna be?
I reckon Hina's gonna vote for herself, and then we're gonna all vote for Sakura. Yeah, but Sakura's not gonna die. She's already dead. Oh, so she did kill herself. Alright. Well, no execution then. Oh, well that sucks. Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
Truth? Oh, I see. But there's still one thing I don't
Come
understand.
on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you wouldn't have died along with the rest
What
of
are you
us.
thinking?
And yet you, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? Hina! No! It's because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's
You
why.
should have been the one to
Let
die.
her be the only one that died. Oh, Hina.
What?
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Hina. Please don't cry, Hina. You're gonna make me cry. Serious, that's...
What is this?
You still don't understand, then let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying on her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality may be desperate, so instead of you waiting to be killed, I'll do it with my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her. Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. Calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't
my
forgive
closest friends
this!
got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her, so she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet up with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they're all gang up on you at once,
Hina,
please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you'd understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what a suicide note means.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina,
You came. Wait right there, I'll help you out.
Hina,
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong,
I
Sakura?
have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Some protein.
Yeah, you gotta just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. went to the chemistry lab. Ben told me in the comments to say chemistry lab because each time I say chem lab, apparently he gets annoyed. So chemistry lab, and that's when I realized I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. She was dead.
Please! Why? What?
She had weakness, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness, that's normal, and yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right now, but then when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did she say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what a suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course, I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really
yes,
trying to say
indeed.
is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What then? You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd live and liven up things a bit.
Well now.
You're a piece of crap, Monokuma. I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. Yeah, true. You filthy little crap. I'm not filthy, I didn't do anything. Oh, bull! Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the past trial? The case played out between you and alone. And you alone! You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? Scene cut. So then what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
Glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrative voice.
Hey!
But haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? If you came up with the idea of leaving a note, will you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
That isn't so unfortunate. Killing yourself is so final, you know. You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth in that is lost us. It's still the will.
Enough already.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
The mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded...
Oops, you might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness, and because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried about that until the first murder had happened. Nothing would move forward. But what neither saw the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind, and more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with me just accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought this suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it was escalated into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have no obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as told and commit
But
murder.
I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. This is so sad, man. This is the saddest story, the saddest backstory of a trial. And Mondo's was
If it
probably
can save you,
the best story,
then
but this is the
sacrificing
saddest
my
story.
own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I'd never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't
No
die
way!
helpless. She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that. It
However,
was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
This is a huge note. The reason I didn't tell you any of this because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else, no matter what. Just survive.
Oh, it's so sad.
But...
I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly picked the big one. She deserves all the blame. Even blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? No one blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note, and plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced
Well?
hatred. I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina. Whether or not this was a spy never really mattered. Because the one who was destroyed is you, nobody else.
What do you want?
That's not how it's supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game isn't a competition between all of you. Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the— What?!
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's no point in
myself.
participating in the game, which has lost its sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating. What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look
It's
forward
all
to,
clear.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean— Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughts in some kind of face, and if that's what you're thinking. Whoever Master goes, suppose I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now you could say that Sakura's death had no meaning. Yeah. How boring, but nothing good came out of it. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me
It's
to
the moment
punish
you've
you
been waiting
guys?
for. Punishment time. Sakura was technically the killer, right? She's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me? Oh,
Wrong!
heavens, no. Just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can sub in whatever old student I want. Hold on, let me save, because I do not know what's about to happen. Well, you can just sub in whoever you want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bedtimes rule. Bedtime's one rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing myself for special punishment. It's a shame that I didn't waste it for my special punishment. I should prepare a special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got!
It's punishment time, but who's getting punished? Please like us, subscribe. Next video we're gonna be seeing this. Bye bye.